Guys, we're excited. We have a new excuse for you guys. You can use this your own disposal, however you want. We kind of just Brad kind of came up with it right before we started recording. Brad, tell them.
Yeah, so basically, anytime you want to get out of plans, if your parents are in the same hometown as you, just say, sorry, my parents are in town.
And then hopefully this other person doesn't know you well
enough. You got
to
make sure they don't know you super well.
And then it's just like, oh my gosh. Definitely hang out with your parents then.
Yeah, my parents are in town and they might want to get dinner. Might want to get dinner. Don't say it with me. Just say they might want to get dinner sometime.
And they might want to eat.
Hey, yeah, my sister's in town with her whole family, so they're thinking of eating dinner tonight, and so, yeah, probably can't come hang out with you.
That's what I should start doing. Just like describe my sister's life.
Right.
Just like, trust me, I would like to.
Yeah.
But my sister's in town, and she just graduated grad school.
Right.
And, just factual things. But if you make it, if it's with your family, then it's like, this is important.
Where's the fallacy? Where are you wrong? Where's the moral low ground there?
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
All these things are true.
Yeah, my parents are in town. My parents are in town.
And then let them feel bad. My sister's in town and, she's got a dog.
Oh, yeah. She's got a dog.
She has a pit bull.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And she might want to get dinner.
And
she might have to go to a dog park.
Right.
And, oh my gosh, I just remembered. Oh, my cousin's in town.
Oh, that's right.
Crap.
Your cousin's in town and he's only in town. Well, don't say that part.
Crap. My dentist is in town.
I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghost Runners Podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghost Runners Podcast.
Welcome back to episode 118, everyone. Or not welcome back to this, or just welcome back to this podcast. This is one of my favorite podcasts.
Yeah.
Is it one of my favorite episodes?
We'll see.
Time will tell.
Also,
I've been thinking more about what I said in the intro. My dentist is not in town. My dentist is out of town, and I haven't been in like 3 years.
He's in the boot heel.
Yeah, he's in the boat heel. And I think he listens to the pod because he replied to my story last night and said, watching women's golf is the bomb tech of watching men's golf or something like that. And I was like, oh, Anderson's up to date on the podcast.
Yeah. Do you think he's listening while he's cleaning teeth? That's probably not around.
I don't know. Maybe he's got one AirPod in.
Yeah. Maybe it's, I haven't been to this in a while either, to be honest. Maybe they're starting to give that as an option. I remember it was a big deal whenever you went to the dentist and they had a TV. Do you remember that?
Whoa, I never had this.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a big deal. My dentist, they changed offices and eventually they had a TV. They used to have a TV just to look at your x-rays. And then it was hey, you can play ESPN on here if you want. And it was you can.
It's we do have to split screen with the x-ray, but half the screen can be ESPN.
Yeah, you can have Sean Salisbury and John Clayton over here and have the x-ray over here. But and then maybe it's a big deal. Nowadays, maybe he's hey, do you want to listen to a podcast while you're doing this?
Do you have any favorites that I can put on?
Or do you just want me to choose one?
Or do you want to listen to just the worst sound in the world and it's of me grinding your teeth? Would you prefer that instead?
My sister, I know that she loves getting her teeth cleaned. She thinks it feels so great afterwards. I don't know if it's worth it for me. I don't know if I feel that way. Do you feel that way?
The sound can be a little I don't know, off-putting, but for the most part, yeah, I don't dislike the dentist. Yeah.
Oh, I hate that little pick thing they have to do in there.
The pick thing, that sound I don't like.
Yeah, that's the worst.
That sound is kind of rough.
The polish is okay. I can do the polish.
Sometimes I see things flying out of my mouth and I'm I guess that's just saliva. I don't know what that is.
Let's hope.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Isn't it a fact about you that you have extra saliva or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah. He's calling me Wet Jake at the dentist's office. Yeah. Oh, that's wet mouth.
Yeah. Old wet mouth.
That's a wet mouth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. If there's a drought,
just get Jake to slobber all over it.
Yeah.
In the canals.
I had a margarita the other day and I don't know what was in this thing or if I just don't drink enough, but this thing was it was watering my mouth. It was so.
What do you mean?
I don't know how to describe it.
How does a drink? Yeah. Were you swallowing it?
It was I would get done drinking the drink and afterwards, it just felt like the Hoover Dam had bust in my mouth. I was having trouble keeping saliva in my mouth after every sip.
Okay.
And I'm with people and I'm man, I gotta I can't speak and sip on this.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Really?
Hold on. It's kind of coming down my chin there.
It's called Genie Source. It's pretty good. We're getting some traction. Uh-huh. Yeah, totally. You're struggling. Yeah. You're like trying to get food, like bar food that like would help you like get thirsty. Like you're like, anybody have any pretzels?
What's the most like breaded chicken you have?
Right.
Can we like double bread it?
Can we just like not get the chicken, just the bread? Extra crumbs? Like just like anything that's gonna make
Do you guys have like saltines in the back or anything? What's the saltiest thing you have?
Give me some like, can I get some salad, but just not the salad, just the crackers on the side, please?
Croutons.
Just
A bowl of croutons?
please. Thank you. Extra tons on the cruise.
Yeah, my mouth was so wet. It was unreal.
I don't think it's because you're don't drink enough. I don't think that's the reason why.
No, I'm saying I don't know how to describe it. Maybe,
Oh,
or
okay.
like I don't know the effects. Yeah, whatever. Either
Maybe
way,
you're just tipsy and you weren't realizing it, and so you're just like,
I doubt it. It was
this is crazy,
the
man.
second sip of a margarita. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Are you guys getting the wet mouth right
They
now?
don't make them like they used to, huh?
Like, yeah,
funny.
instead of like, are you getting dizzy? Are you getting, whatever? It's just like, are you getting saliva?
Getting wet mouth.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm getting sloshed. I'm getting wet mouth tonight, dude.
That's what slosh means. Like saliva slosh.
It kind of sounds the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sloshing around.
Anyway, dentist is fun. I never got a TV. In fact, like my years of the dentist in adulthood, it was, with like my roommate from college, Anderson, and he was still in school. So it was real cheap. And the UMKC basement School of Dentistry did not have any TVs.
No, I did. I went to that one time.
They don't have much at all. They have a lot of plastic wrap. Everything's in plastic wrap.
That place was kind of scary.
I don't
Or
get,
sad. Maybe just sad. Was it sad to you?
It was like if dentists worked at a sweatshop. They were
was
just
gonna
so
say,
close together.
If dentists worked at a prison. like I felt like a prisoner on there.
The plastic just threw me off so much. Like there's plastic on their own computers, on the monitors, on every like device that they're using. Like even just like the hose connecting like Mr. Slurpee to the thing. Like that's
all, plastic.
It's all in plastic. And it's like, well, you're still touching the plastics. Like the plastic's getting dirty.
Yeah. Imagine,
at what point do we just...
And this was pre-COVID. Like this was like way before.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what they're doing now.
Yeah, maybe.
The whole place is bubble wrapped.
Yeah, it's a bubble soccer fest.
Yeah, exactly. It was a weird, like it's like all like cinder blocked, like all these little places.
No
like,
reception down there.
No reception. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a prison down there. And like they have all these like small, lot of individual rooms. You ever go in one of those?
Yeah, I got an X-ray in one of those.
Okay, that's where you get the for whatever reason, Anderson really he needed me to like go for like his final practicum or something.
Oh, lucky you.
That? Like maybe it was when you were in Dallas.
I remember like somewhat connecting that or hearing that or something. Like I remember Anderson telling me like, Brad's actually pretty clutch. Like I need his tooth or whatever.
Yeah. I was like, I think I have a cavity that you could fill. And then he ended up filling it. So I still have that thing. Like he's like, actually, I don't need you after all. Like he like came and I did like my original consultation with him and he's like, never mind.
It's like we had a meth addict come in earlier and I am overqualified.
Jackpot!
I'm good now. Wow.
Yeah, thanks, Jesse Pinkman.
Mr. White.
Hey, Mr. Gilberto. Shout out Anderson for listening to the pod. So I never boot heel, by the way. I thought that people were just saying boot heel with an accent.
It's safe to assume that they're not pronouncing words correctly down there.
Yeah.
But that in that instance they are.
I'm near the boot heel.
But now that's also the part of Missouri that would say Missouri. So they don't have it all right.
They already have an accent. And
boot heel down Missouri.
Yeah. Yeah. That's for people who don't know, there's an area of Missouri that people refer to as the boot heel because it looks like a boot heel.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
Cape Girardeau. What else we got down there?
Sykeston.
Oh, of course, Sykeston.
Poplar Bluff.
Yeah, PB.
And you know the other ones.
I've never heard of Sykeston.
I'm pretty sure it's in the area.
That sounds good.
Okay, thanks.
No one's gonna look it up. I got.
You just assume.
Sykeston.
Yeah,
So,
it's down there.
anyway, we need to go to our dentist. Apparently, I just got new insurance, so I'm ready to go.
I know. I was thinking about that in the shower last night.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to share this actually. Never mind. I was like, you know why I thought of it?
Those are always the best, man. I don't even care if you explain them or not. Like those kind of things just crack me up every time. It's
a little too weird.
Because we share so many personal things. So if you don't share it, then that means it's like really weird.
This is pretty strange. Yeah, no, I don't think I want to share that.
That's funny. Okay.
Anyway, health insurance. How was your week? Moving on.
My week's been good, man. Nothing too crazy's happened except for last night.
I want to hear all about it.
Let's first talk about the basketball game. I think we always do our basketball game recaps.
Oh, do we do those first?
I don't know. We don't have to. You want to do it at the very end?
I don't care.
I always just think chronologically, and usually basketball games is one of the first things we do in the week.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll go back to the basketball game. So last night was stand-up comedy night, baby.
Yeah.
And
But not just any stand-up comedy.
no, it was a competition.
Yeah.
Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, and it wasn't the same spot. And they only do this once a month.
Yes. So like I found this group on Facebook that has like a list of all the different places you can go. And one of them said this Harley's Hideaway. And turns out it's like literally the closest business to my house, I think. Like the closest running business. It is so close, which I guess that kind of gives away where I live, but that's fine. Don't stalk me. And so but there's a few different things on that list that I had found where the people, I would call them and they'd be like, oh yeah, we're not doing stand up anymore. And so I'm like, dang. So I didn't have too high a hopes for this place. I called them and they're like, yeah, 7:00. So get there at 6:30 and bring $3 cause it's a competition. And I was like, oh yeah, it is. And I was like, how many people are usually there every night? And they're like, oh, usually around 20 to 40 people in the audience. And I was like, that's great. That's kind of what I expected at the other place, Rhino. Not too many people. And it's a small place. I've been there one other time back when it was a Mexican restaurant. And this place is not very big. So I get there and there's not really many people there at 6:30, but they're like, oh, Ace is running late. First of all, I loved every sentence of that.
Yeah.
Ace is running late. Who's Ace?
Acey's running late. Sounds like he needs to be introduced to Deuce.
Who's Ace? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll get there. So Ace was running late. No problem. I had to charge my phone a little more. And so I was kind of like this weird guy. I was like, no problem. I got to go back up to my truck anyway. So I sit in my truck for like 15 minutes and charge my phone, get back down there. And by the time I'm back down there, it's starting to get a little bumping. And Ace comes in. Ace, 400-pound black dude. Just awesome, dude.
Okay.
Really liked him a lot.
I'm imagining that one of the warehouse workers from The Office, where she's like, you look like a sea monster, but you like to swim with this sea monster.
Yeah.
Ryan, do something.
Kind of like that. Do you remember Ruben Studdard?
Of course.
I would say he's more on Ruben Studdard's plane.
Okay, he could sing really well.
Yes, and much bigger than Sea Monster.
Okay.
Just like Ace shops at Walmart and Walmart only for his clothes. I think. You know what I mean? Like he's got to be pretty big.
Does he have to buy 2 airplane seats?
He actually commented last night. He's like, I don't fly in planes. You kidding me? You think I can fly in a plane?
I don't know.
But yeah, he would definitely like he'd cheek.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah, so that's okay. And I was gonna make a joke and I'm not gonna make it. So anyway, got down there, $3, put it in, get going. And I love the idea of it being a competition for a few different reasons. Well, and also there was packed, like super, super packed. Like, and it was so fun because of that. There were people there. There was such a warm crowd. There were people there that were specifically there for one like person that was performing, but even those people were like very into it, very energetic, kind of like those girls that were there when we went to the Rhino that one time. So
shout out girls.
So
there were people there who weren't performing. That's great news.
That's very good news. Yeah, we've learned that. And I even talked to the guy next to me. He's like, yeah, it's really hard when you're only performing for comedians. And I was like, absolutely. Because I'm up there like kind of chuckling every once in a while out of pity, but most of the time I'm thinking to myself, that's not that funny. I could do better than that. So I counted at one point there was over 100 people. And it's a tight space. Like it's not much bigger than this basement. Like it's a small space.
So if you make them laugh, that's gonna be really loud. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was really exciting. And so you write your name down, and Ace literally just did him like just called people up randomly. So he's just looking at this list, and so every single time Ace goes up there, you don't know if he's about to say your name.
I would not like that. That's
love it.
Nerve-wracking.
Didn't love it at all. Yeah.
I want to know where I'm at in the batting order.
Exactly.
Am I batting cleanup? All right. I need to get up there like a cleanup hitter.
And Ace would kind of walk around the room every once in a while, and like he'd see somebody he knows, and you kind of give him like the head nod, like got you next. And so I knew like I wasn't on Ace's level, so I wasn't going to go, first 5. But after that, it was like every single time, and he would always like make up these stories for these people. Like
I like that a lot.
It was pretty funny. They're usually pretty inappropriate. He's like, this is the guy I buy my meth from, whatever. We've gone to Greece, France, Italy together. Give it up.
Boot heel.
Yeah, the boot heel. So anyway, but because it was a competition, everyone stuck around the whole time, which was great.
That's great.
Because, near the end, not very many people are
then
there.
You're just performing for Brad and Isaac.
Right. B, not very many people were bad. There were still some duds for sure.
Did you recognize the people?
Yes.
From the
yes,
Reno?
I did. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I did. Aaron Scarborough was one of the guys.
Oh yeah, that's the guy who just steals jokes from Twitter.
Oh really?
Yeah. Did I not tell you about this?
No.
Yeah, his entire set were just like viral tweets.
No.
It was so frustrating because he actually opened for Tim Dillon when I saw him, and he was doing the same jokes then. They were also viral tweets. I wanted to like scream out and be like, Dude, we all saw that on Twitter 3 months ago.
Dude, no way.
Yeah, it's so frustrating.
Okay, well, spoiler alert to the end of the story. He wins.
That's so annoying.
And guess who he beats? Big Daddy.
What do you mean? Like you got the silver?
Yeah.
Wait, whoa, what?
So let me, sorry.
Whoa, what?
I know. Spoiler alert towards the end.
So you won in a straight up.
I guess so.
You were public school, you lost to the private school, but you won.
Pretty much. Like they get scholarships.
You didn't
basically.
recruit.
Yeah, I wasn't recruiting. I was just going from like my little zip code.
Wait,
like,
they give out second and third and you came in second?
They didn't. Okay. I was getting a little past my skates there. So I go up and perform. Like, I think there were 32 people there.
Performing.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think I was either third or fourth from the last. I was very near the end. And it's because
headlining.
There's another comedian in Kansas City named Brad Ellis. Do you remember how they said that at the Rhino?
Uh-huh.
And so they're like, yeah, we're going to cross your name off the list because we didn't see Brad here. And so I might start legitimately writing my name as Brad Deuce. I'm serious.
Here comes the stage name. Yeah.
I might just start saying Brad Deuce because I'm like, I don't want to get confused for this guy. I don't want this guy to think that like I am anywhere near Brad Ellis. And so Ace was really cool because like then he started calling me the one and only Brad Ellis, like as a joke kind of thing. But I had to like point to my name. He's like, "You're Brad Ellis? There's another Brad Ellis." And I was like, "I know, I've heard this before." So I go up there, and I don't think I killed by any means, but I think people enjoyed what I did. I did the Chiefs joke, which we kind of did on the podcast where you talked about your friend that likes to sing.
I went to a Chiefs game with a guy who was like a musical theater person.
Yes.
He was singing like Aladdin show tunes on the way to a Chiefs game.
Right. And I just got into that. Like I went into it for like a minute. Like I basically did the whole like beginning rendition of All I Do Is Win. And people clapped at the end of it. It was like they clapped in between, like in my set.
You got an applause break at an open mic night.
Yes. And I was like, all right, that was the, white guy singing black guy songs part of the set.
White people love when you roast white people. Trey does that a lot and it goes really well.
And I also kind of leaned in. There was probably 7 or 8 black people there. I leaned into that a little bit too, not in a tasteful way, but I also did the joke about like the don't go yet.
Oh, like that part of the...
You can go. Yeah. And I was like, and it's an area that I'm not usually in. Honestly, it's probably an area that Ace lives in. Ace loved it.
Wait, so hold on. Why did you sing All I Do Is Win?
Because I was basically like singing songs that would be at a Chiefs game.
Oh, like Crazy Train or something.
Yes, but I was singing them in a very choir-esque way.
Can we hear a quick sample? This sounds pretty funny.
Yeah, it was like, all I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind. I can never get enough. And
that's
like,
good.
like as a choir person, like, can you imagine it's like a thespian just like, and I step up in the building, everybody's hands go up. And so I was really hamming it, and people like, we're starting to sing along. So I did jock jams at the beginning. By
Let's
the way.
go, baby.
Oh yeah, it was great. It gets the crowd going. Like it works
like
every time.
They're clapping.
Yes. Like people were into it. I got to figure out how to end it a little bit better because I kind of just ended it abruptly and that was kind of awkward. But anyway, so it went well. But I even as I performed and afterwards and before, like I was like, there's a lot of funny people here. I'm not making it.
Yeah.
Because what happens is and I didn't know this beforehand. It's a competition, but the top 3 people, there's like secret crowd judges.
Judge people.
And the top 3 people that these judges choose get to go on and do another 5-minute set.
Uh-oh.
Guess who didn't prepare another 5 minutes? And so like I learned this like halfway through the show and I was like, well, I'm not going to probably make it. There's some really funny people. They seem like they're pretty polished. I'm not going to make it on here. And then they're like, we're going to take a 5-minute intermission, figure out who's doing what. And Ace is kind of walking around and he just pointed to me at like the 5-minute intermission. And I'm like, what does that mean?
What's up?
And it could have been like what's up, man? You did a good job. Proud of you. Brad Ellis, one and only.
Yeah.
Or it was like, you're in. And I was like, I don't know. And then he came back later. He was like, hey, gather up. And it was like me and these 2 other guys. He pointed to me. He's like, you're first, you're second, you're third. So I had to go first on my 5-minute set. I did not know what I was going to do.
You still went up there?
Oh yeah. I mean, as the 5-minute set was going on, he pointed to me. I was like, I got to figure out something to say.
That's terrifying, dude.
It was a little bit. And so I just had my phone and I just like looked at a bunch of different things and tried to spout some off, but it didn't go super well.
I mean, that's a hard position to be in.
And it was honestly,
that sucks.
It was kind of hard, but it was also a little bit freeing of like,
I'm already in the top 3, baby.
Yeah, right. I know people like me here. It's a warm crowd. Let's go for it. One of the 3 guys like bombed. Like literally, I don't know if he even really made a joke.
Oh, he was worse than you were once you got to this. So you're
no, like I honestly, my set wasn't terrible. I don't think I went for even a full 5 minutes. So
Okay.
I bet I went like 4 minutes.
Okay.
And which is not terrible, but the other guy just like literally you could tell he was like, I don't know what to talk about. So he just talked about very inappropriate things the whole time and didn't really make jokes. And I was like, good job. And then, Aaron like went up there and did really well. And so I was like, okay, I got second place here to a comedian. Like basically, I mean, he's not a professional comedian. Apparently he steals a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But he opens for Tim Dillon or whatever. I was like, that's pretty good for my second time doing stand-up. So I was pretty encouraged by that.
No, absolutely, dude.
And
I'm proud of you. That's amazing.
And it was like there was a guy that I met right like beforehand that was sitting next to me. He's an older guy. And afterwards, he's like, you said that was your first time doing stand-up? And I was like, no, it's my second time. He's like, dude, you're a natural. And I was like, that's awesome. Thank you. And a couple other people came up to me like, dude, you are so funny. You were so funny. And I was like, thank you.
That's awesome.
So, but yeah, there was still some really rough acts out there. There was one girl who brought like like you can go to the grocery store and you can either get like a carton of ice cream or you can get like the huge tub of ice cream.
Yeah.
She brought a huge tub of ice cream and for whatever reason, like took it out of the tub and put it in this like metal bowl.
Okay.
And then just went up there probably 20 minutes after she had like put it in the bowl. So it was like melting and stuff and just tried to eat the ice cream while she did her set. And it was just like the ice cream was just going everywhere.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Were her jokes about ice cream?
Nothing about it was about ice
It
cream.
was just like a visual.
She was just weird, dude. There's so many weird people in stand-up comedy. Like I can't explain unless you've seen it, like Jake and I have. It's really hard to like understand exactly how much I dislike one side of stand-up comedy and how much I like one side of stand-up comedy.
It's like,
what I mean?
It's sad and it's like,
it's
hard to
so
watch.
dark and inappropriate. And like I can't even like I was telling Catherine, I was like, I'm never going to let you come to one of these things.
Yeah.
Like you would not enjoy it. You would feel disgusted. I feel disgusted, like just as a human being listening to this stuff. But at the same time, it's like, this is the only way I know how to get better at this thing.
And good for you for keep trying. Like, I'm glad you called. I'm glad you went.
Right.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it was probably 10 times better than the Rhino, and it still wasn't that fun, which shows how bad the Rhino is. But anyway.
Yeah, I feel like stand-up comedy gets the rap, or like amateur stand-up comedy gets the reputation of like, oh, this guy, he's the funniest guy in his friend group, so he thinks he can do stand-up comedy. But the people we see, it's like, I don't even know if your friend group would consider you funny. You're just like, you're just looking for a hobby because like you lost your disc golf disc, or you just need something else now.
Right.
You know,
yes, very many people are like,
the art museum's closed. I'll do stand-up comedy.
I bet the guy that works with that guy does not say like, oh, the funny guy. I bet they're like, oh, the guy with ADHD, maybe. You know, like I don't think that you're classifying that guy as the funny guy right away.
The guy we've given 2 warnings for about sexual harassment, he does stand-up comedy. That makes sense.
That's right up his alley, actually. Yeah. Oh, it was like
he also needs to quit touching Allie. She's filed multiple reports. That's got to stop.
That was probably maybe the most encouraging part of it though, was like that I made the top 3 while still being clean and like basically not like performing for my target audience at all.
Yeah, dude, that's
you know
amazing.
What I mean? Like that was the thing that encouraged me more than anything. Cause like I was like, I know that I don't have. Like I was looking at my jokes that I had written down, like brainstormed wise for like my second set. And I was like, none of these are going to resonate with these people because it's not crude or crass or super like pop culture relevant or anything. But I was like, I guarantee you these are funny jokes to the right people. And it was like, I didn't expect myself to win, but it was still really fun. So I was encouraged by it overall.
Dang, you got second to the guy who just regurgitates viral tweets.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, dude.
Yeah. And they said that was the most people they'd ever had at the open mic night. I don't know why so many people were there last night.
It's only going to get bigger, baby, because we're inviting everybody next month.
No, seriously. Somebody commented on our Patreon, like, we should all go watch Brad do this sometime and like cheer for him. And I was like, that'd be awesome because it would be so fun to like actually get a gauge for what people that I want to like have my stuff be laughed at would actually think of it. So
this happens once a month.
Every first Wednesday. Yeah.
So maybe we'll keep people posted for September.
Right. It was really fun though. The competition aspect of it made it a lot more intense and a lot more like in your head, like, okay, how are people responding to this guy? You know?
Yeah. I love the idea of it making people stay to the end. That's awesome.
Yeah. I also want to get better at crowd work. I think that's the thing like that I would really enjoy.
That's what I'm saying. It's so awesome.
Like
I love it.
There was a guy near the front row. He like walked in with like this little walker. He was like this very like old man. pretty ugly looking dude, like bald, white hair, beard. And I was like, shout out to Off-Season Santa for coming out tonight. And I did a few more like that. I was like, Duck Dynasty over here. Thanks for coming out, But I was like, if I just did that, or if I just impersonated other people, I think that could be a pretty entertaining thing for the second time around, whatever. So anyway, it was a fun time. So
dang, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was really good. And yeah, it was one of those things where I came home and told Catherine, like, yeah, I'm encouraged by this. So
that's sweet.
Yeah.
I could not go to stand-up comedy last night because I was receiving my first ever golf lesson.
Yeah, baby.
Which is
Tell me more.
It's interesting to get like a lesson as an adult.
Yes, that's what we were talking about. Like,
yeah,
is that the only thing that you can like really acceptably get a lesson for?
Like if I was getting piano lessons, like that's kind of strange.
Like
you're not
guitar lessons.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be weird.
Yeah.
But golf,
swimming lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if there's just like implied age restrictions, or if it says on like a swimming lessons website, like
16 and under, please, or else, we're gonna have to get a different instructor.
That's a funny prank like idea. Just call some people like
lose your fantasy football. You have to go take a swim lesson.
With 4-year-olds, like, or are you here with little Johnny? No, I am little Johnny.
I am little Johnny.
Right.
Yeah, you look like a Will Ferrell and Elf, just like at the desk.
Yeah, exactly.
Just, like, way bigger than everyone, but. I was doing that. I love the text updates I was getting. You were like, I asked the guy next to me if he ever did stand-up comedy, and he says the only thing he performs is drag.
Shout out Tony. He was pretty good. Yeah, he said, I usually perform stand-up in drag at gay bars. I was like,
oh, it's still stand-up.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just like the only time I've ever performed at all has just been like a drag show, just walking the runway.
No, he was like pretty polished. He was pretty good. And he's usually like, this is kind of weird for me not being dressed up as a girl.
Huh.
He was actually like, I was sitting at a 2-person table by myself. So I was like, you can sit here if you'd like. So we kind of became friends. He recorded my set. I recorded his. So yeah,
that's
Pepperoni
nice.
Tony.
You and Tony, huh?
Yeah, it was a good time. So, but yeah. Okay. Tell me what's the instructor like for this lesson?
He is, he's like a good old boy. Is how I would describe him.
I would not have expected that for a golf instructor.
And not a very like not overly polite or social, kind of like, just like a good old boy.
Kind of
like
gruff.
Yeah, like I walk up and he doesn't like address that I'm standing by him. Like he's still on his phone. I'm just kind of waiting. I'm like,
oh wow,
hey,
so a little impolite.
yeah, just like a not very like polite person.
Good old boy. That's a nice way to like describe somebody. Like that's not nice. It's just he's a good old boy.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was doing. Just like that wouldn't do a lot of the things I would do socially. Probably he's not hitting those.
He's not a people pleaser in the sense that he's not very nice.
Yeah, but he knows his golf, and within 45 seconds he had like told me something. I was like, I never thought of that, never heard of that. This is why I wanted this, because I didn't grow up playing this sport. So it was definitely helpful. But I will say about 1 in every 3 sentences he said to me was just like very like, it's kind of hard to describe it exactly, but it would be some sentence like, I get done with a swing and you just go, belly button in front of the ball. So multiple times I would ask, just like, is that what I'm doing, or is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Like he would just speak in these sentence fragments.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me like a full sentence, or give me some context, or just like
he's assuming that you're more into golf, or like have done it longer than you really have.
Well, and I told him right off the bat, he's like, what are we working on today? And I was like, whatever you can give me. I just started this. I don't know what I'm doing. Whatever. I tried to give him context of where I'm at. Like I know next to zero fundamentals, have no, whatever.
Right.
So yeah, he would just say these things of just like move around the spine. Which then, he was big on like your spine and your hip, which is like hard for me to imagine what's happening. So there were certain times it's like, why don't you just tell me like exactly what to do?
Yeah.
None of this like metaphysical, like
sure.
The ball is on an axis around your left hip. So it's going to be rotating, which I can somewhat appreciate a science aspect to it, but it's like, just tell me exactly what to do.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell me like, in theory,
right.
The hip is a fulcrum. And it's like, I just tell me.
Imagine you're at a construction site.
Yeah. You're about on a Ferris wheel?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go on it. Yeah. It's like,
simple machines, pulley and lever. You're like, just show me.
Yeah. Without, Happy Gilmore, like it's all in the hips. Like don't get right behind me, but get pretty close.
Yeah.
And tell me what to do.
I would probably prefer if he was showing you as like before, either showing you what you're doing or what you need to be doing differently.
Ooh, we didn't do that either. That would have been nice. Yeah. Visual learner. This would help.
That's me for sure.
Yeah. And every now and then he would ask too, like I would hit a pretty good ball, but it might go like a little right. And be like, now why'd you miss right there? I'm like,
Yes,
dude,
you?
I don't know. Like, I just started.
You're like, hey.
If I knew, I wouldn't be coming to a lesson.
Yeah.
I joked. I said that like the second time, like kind of like giggle, whatever. And then like he didn't really like, like, but seriously though, like if I knew, I wouldn't. This is what I'm coming here for, so I can learn from my mistakes and just you tell me. I pay you. You tell me why.
How long was this?
It was an hour.
Okay.
No, I didn't know we had gotten to an hour because John just walks away. I'm not kidding.
No way.
I will say he fist bumped me. But it wasn't like, hey, good job, man. This is a great session. Like I just thought I hit a good shot. He's like, he said, great work. He fist bumps me. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. So like I line up and I hit another. I look up, John's nowhere to be found.
He's gone.
But I didn't have my phone or watch on me.
Dinner time for John.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I guess he had to run to the restroom. Like, do I just keep hitting these balls without him? Like, I want him to like instruct me. And so I hit I very slowly hit like 5 or 6 more balls.
Okay.
And finally, he came back, but he came back with like someone else. So I was like,
his next session.
Oh, maybe we're to like an hour. Okay, John, you got to speak, dude.
Yeah,
you got to say stuff.
You got to learn how to greet people and how to say goodbye to them. You can't just leave conversations.
He gave me the roommate Greg goodbye.
Yeah, he did.
I got to pick up Thai food.
And the roommate Greg hello. Like, yeah.
My bad.
Oh, my bad. Oh, good old
So
Greg.
Otherwise, it really was good and it helped. And
so what did you focus on? Were you doing driving or were you doing whatever else? Chipping?
It was kind of just like the motion of a swing in general. It was like, regardless of what club you have, this is what your swing should look like. And I was like, oh.
Okay.
I got to get the belly button way more involved, Brad.
Really?
I wasn't even thinking about my belly button.
I've never thought about my B button when I'm swinging the golf club.
No, occasionally while I'm driving, but that's it.
Do you feel like it was worth it?
It actually was.
One lesson in?
It was $125 for an hour.
Wow.
And I still think it was worth it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because I think with going on the road on tour, like we're going to be playing a lot of golf and this is going to make it way less frustrating.
Is this your only one that you're doing or are you going to go do more stuff?
I'm glad. I almost paid for like a 5-pack because it was like a little cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like $500 for 5 lessons. I was like, you know what? Maybe just bite the bullet, do that. But like John gave me quite a bit, to chew on here. So let's see how long this lasts me.
Right.
Yeah. So it was good. That's been golf.
I can't imagine doing more than 3 lessons with this guy. Like eventually you're just going to be like, I don't know what else to do with
and that's the thing. Cause it was like, you had the same thing with the haircut this week too, where it's like the service I got was good, but the entire interaction was not good. So like, do I go back kind of thing?
What about the haircut? Tell me more about
I went to Hudson Hawk.
Yeah.
You ever been there?
No, I was there when it was a different name. So different ownership probably.
Probably instead of Tim Hudson, like a Mark Mulder.
Yeah, Barry Zito Hawk, I think. Yeah.
That's great.
Billy Bean Hawk.
Some people out there are going to love that.
Yeah, baseball fans out there in the late or early 2000s are going to love that. I always wanted to have a curveball like Barry Zito.
Oh my gosh, big old I love playing with him on like MVP baseball.
Yeah, the A's were the best team, dude.
Giambi, dude, Jermaine Dodd,
Miguel Tejada. I love Miguel Tejada. Oh, dude, Terrence Long, I think.
Yeah. Quick little guy.
Yes, very quick.
Yes.
David Justice. Good times.
Good times. Stacked lineup.
Yes.
Eric Chavez when they got him
a little later. Of course.
He was such a stud.
He was so good.
Yeah.
How would I forget about Chavy?
Yeah. Once the Cardinals started to lose Scott Rowland, I really wanted us to make a move on Eric Chavez.
Oh, yeah.
Never did. Got Matt Holliday instead.
Pretty good.
Different guy on the left side of the field.
Yeah.
What am I talking about?
Jason Isringhausen. He was good.
I saw TikTok last night. Oh, it was from, what's his name? Joey Molinaro, the guy who does the impressions really well. And it was like, it's like one of those TikToks where the first few seconds is like someone else's TikTok and then you kind of react to it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is that called duetting? No.
I think that's different.
What is it? Yeah, it's something else.
Duetting is when you're like doing them
side by side.
Yeah.
We're so old.
I know.
I don't know. Whatever.
The reaction TikToks.
It's them and then it's you.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like this gay guy like laying in bed being like, what do straight guys like talk about? Like seriously, what do you guys like even talk about? And then it goes to Joey Molinaro and it was just like TJ Hushmanzada. And then the other guy's like, yes, Oregon State. He's like, good. And he's like, all right. Danny Amendola. And then like, so they just go back and forth. I was like, that is such a guy thing. Like we could just go back and just, Ray Lankford.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude. Ray Lankford. Ed Gant. Was that his name?
Who?
Gant? What was his first name? Ron Gant? He was a masher for the Cardinals back in the day. He used to smack.
Jeff King. Remember him? Big old mustache. First baseman?
Oh.
No.
Jeff King. Now I remember Jeff King. Was he the Cardinals guy?
No, Royals. First baseman.
Jeff King?
No,
I've never heard of him.
Let me look him up right now. All right, this game is not going as well as I thought it would. Jeff King, Royals.
Jeff King.
Oh, yeah. Big old mustache. Yeah, just like I remembered. Jeffrey Wayne King.
Back in the day, my dad used to be all-time quarterback in the backyard with Scott and I.
Nice.
And every single time we would be a different wide receiver, and my dad would know the college that the wide receiver went to and the city where that college is in.
Wow.
And so we'd be like, oh, I want to be Randy Moss. And he'd be like, Randy Moss, Marshall University. And then wherever Marshall University is, I don't know. So it was pretty fun. And we like always try to switch them up. So
anyway, haircut at Hudson Hawk.
Yeah.
Isaac has been going there. He really likes it. It's like it's kind of a barber shop in a way. So
it's like swanky. Would you say?
Yeah. It's Corinth Village.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
Yeah. It's like a nice, like modern men's barbershop.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, no more great clips, no more sports clips. They're giving me goop hands. I'll go to Hudson Hawk.
That's right.
And it was fine. The haircut itself was good. Couldn't complain at all about that.
Yeah, it looked good.
But thank you. But it was just like, I went into it. So you guys heard the last podcast episode. I've had kind of a sore throat, or not even sore throat. I've just had no voice. I feel 100%, but I just can't talk. So I go to the haircut thinking like, man, I hope she's like, doesn't ask me a bunch of questions. Like, I don't want to talk that much. Boy, did I get what I asked for, because she did a lot of talking.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say she didn't talk at all.
No, it's like I got exactly what I wanted. I didn't talk, but I had to listen to her.
Okay.
And I mean, right off the bat, it was just way too self-deprecating for a stranger. So for instance, she's like, all right, so I don't think I've seen you in here before. Like, what kind of haircut are we getting? And I was like, shorter. I was like, the main thing I'm in for is like the back of my neck is disgusting. So make sure you clean that up. Otherwise, just make me look attractive. I trust you. Just make me look good.
Yeah.
And she goes, I hear that. My mom was asking me when I'm going to get married recently. And I told her, Mom, it's your fault. You made me so ugly and unattractive. I was like, oh. And then I don't really say much because this is awkward.
Because if you say too much, then you're hitting on the girl. If you don't say enough,
then it's like,
then you're confirming it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yo, I get it. Yeah.
I see why you told her that.
Yeah, that's really weird.
So I kind of just don't say much, just kind of that noise. And then she was like, no, I mean, seriously. I'm like, look at me. I'm like a gorilla. I'm like, Mom, this is your fault. You know what? You're the one who birthed the gorilla. I'm like, oh.
Did she fill you with butter too, or was that you?
oh, like she's gained weight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, butter gorilla. Butter gorilla.
I just think it's funny if like I do that sometimes. I'm like, yeah, it's just my genetics. Like we're just big people. It's like, I also ate like 5 cookies last night. So
it was just a lot of, just for 20 minutes. I'm just like, I don't know what to say to this. I hope you're joking. I hope we don't think about this. One kind of cool, I've had a lot of quinkydinks recently. This one isn't that big, very tiny compared to other ones.
Okay.
But I'm telling her kind of where I'm from. Yeah, Southwest Missouri. What high school? Stratford. When'd you graduate? 2010. Oh, nice. I was at your high school graduation.
No.
What's up? Yeah. She's like,
yeah. She said it so matter-of-factly like that?
Yeah. She was like, yeah, you remember Rainey? I was like, you don't forget a name like Rainey.
Of course.
So, there's another little quinky-dink too.
Rainey Langford? Yeah.
Rainey Lewis. Yeah, linebacker. No, but when I lived in Springfield in like 2nd grade, I played on this co-ed basketball team. Nice. I still remember, if you like scored 5 points, our coach would get us, I think, a Pokemon cards. So that was fun.
The whole team or
just individually?
Individually, okay.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway,
really promotes passing and teamwork.
Yeah, it was great. I don't think he's in the biz anymore. But I remember playing, on this co-ed team, there was a girl named Rainey, and you don't forget a name like that.
Yeah.
And then like my junior year of high school, some girl moves in, her name's Rainey. I'm like, oh, you're probably the same one.
I bet you're the same.
I bet you're the same one in the 417 area. So already a little coinkydonk there. Yeah. But anyway.
So it's Rainey's nephew, or cousin, or what?
They're just friends from something. I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe she said, I don't remember. But yeah, she was at my high school graduation. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. We've been in the same room before.
What a quinky dink.
Yeah, little dink.
What a dink. Yeah.
Little dinky. Wow. So anyway, both with the haircut and the golf instruction, I liked what I got, but could I get the same thing somewhere else and have a more pleasant experience? Probably.
I don't know.
It may take some time though.
What do you value more? I think I value the product more than the experience sometimes. On something like that. Like not on everything.
Maybe what I do.
A restaurant.
Yeah. For Hudson Hawk, maybe I go back in and just, once again, I click first available. If I get my girl, I get my girl. Okay. But if not, I'm like, oh, sorry, I forgot your name.
Oh.
I would have chose you.
Yeah. You could have put Rainey's friend. I would have known.
The drop-down menu on the website didn't have Rainey's friend, so I didn't know.
Yeah, my mom has always said had a forgettable face.
Forgettable name too, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Haircut, golf lesson. What else been going on? I went to that wedding right after last week's podcast. That was a whirlwind. I got to see Weston Weeby there, which was fun. And by the time the wedding rolled around,
Jake?
yeah.
He's such a bro, like such a chill dude.
Oh yeah, he's so just like mild mannered and so calm, but so in control.
What's up, B-Rad?
Yeah, he still calls you B-Rad.
What's up, B-Rad?
It's like, dude, how are things with you and B-Rad, man? I'm like, dude, I love that you still call him B-Rad. It was just me, him, and Jonah Hope talking the whole time.
And Jonah's like, well, I don't know Jonah that well, but he's like more high energy, right?
He's not like Weston. Yeah, he's probably closer to me.
Yeah, like he loves talking like this. Yeah,
and he kind of looks like Will Ferrell, which is fun.
He looks a lot like Will Ferrell.
But anyway, first of all, my voice got so bad. I think from recording that podcast, and you go to a wedding and just like you're having to talk over this like loud hum,
right?
And so my voice is getting really bad. Like I can't really speak very much. And dude, it is so just crippling. Not being able to talk, not being able to communicate. I hated it. I didn't want to be there because it's like everyone wants to come up and talk and chat, which is such a great thing. And I want to talk to them too.
Right.
But just like, yeah, it's good. Right. And like I can't even clear my throat. My throat clears sound girly. I can't do anything. But I tried to catch up with people as much as I could. And
it's too bad that you didn't have the Hudson Hawk, like you didn't have your voice like that at Hudson Hawk.
And then she would
couldn't have switched them around.
Yeah, she'd be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna talk to this guy. He sounds awful."
Yeah,
poor
exactly.
thing. But Weston was fun because he's like, "Dude, I meant to tell you this story." The other day, this guy, he works at C of O. Weston's randomly like there's only like 5 deans of C of O, and Weston's one of them. The rest of the guys are like 65 years old. I was
gonna say, he's like our age, right?
Yeah, he's like 32, maybe.
Yeah, I'm a dean.
Yeah,
I'm a dean with B-Rad.
Was playing college basketball not that long ago. Now he's a dean of the college.
That's awesome.
It's amazing. He's the man.
Yeah.
But he said I had a C of O student come up to me recently. He was like, dude, you know Jake Triplett? And he's like, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I know Jake.
And he's like, dude, you were on his podcast. And Weston's like, oh, that's cool. Like, what did he say? And he's like, oh, he said some things about you, just like how you met you at camp and had some good times and how you were able to milk yourself out of your nipple.
I don't remember that.
Really? I remember saying it. I'm like, my bad, man.
And you went first and last name on it, probably.
Yeah.
Because it's never just Weston. It's always Weston Weeby.
And so I was like, dude, I'm sorry.
Dean Weeby.
Dean Weeby.
I heard you have a trick to show us.
Yeah.
We're running a little low, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Come on, Dean Weeby. Can I get an A for areola?
Please.
Show us your milk. Show us your milk.
Right now I have D, like vitamin D. Yeah. Oh, man.
And so I felt kind of bad. I was like, dude, you have so many good qualities. I'm sorry. The only thing I talked about was that one time I saw you milk yourself on the dock.
Make up for it. What are we going to say nice about old Weston? Give me a memory with Weston. Anything? Like what's one that you can think of? First thing comes to mind.
First thing comes to mind is we would sleep together all the time.
Hey, Dean Weeby! I heard you like to sleep with your friends. Casually. No, at a Christian camp.
Outdoors, though.
Outdoors.
So it's cool.
So no one else can hear.
No, we just like, as soon as we became friends one summer, we just started we just hit it off really well. And so we would, Weston had to sleep on the dock because that was his job. He was like in charge of all the boats and everything. And I would just go down to the dock and bring a sleeping bag and sleep with him. And
really,
it was so fun. And sometimes other
sleep
people
on the
join.
Boat, or where were you sleeping?
No, just on the dock.
Like
just
the hardwood dock.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
No wonder you could sleep anywhere.
Yeah, actually, we might have brought a mattress down now that I think about it. Yeah, but still, nothing great. But he was also the first person who got me to freestyle.
Oh, really?
Like as we're like laying in bed right there, he would play like a Pandora rap instrumental radio station.
Interesting.
And he would do a little bit. He's like, all right, now you go. I'm like, I've never done this before, but he got me to do it. And
I feel like I would have thought you had been doing that your whole life.
No, he was like the person who like got me to like start rapping at Kanakuk and doing the breakfast raps. And
he was one that did the breakfast rap with you at least once, right?
Yeah, he was my pancake buddy.
Yeah, because he can rap. He can throw it down. Yeah.
Which now that all this is happening, it's like, what kind of buddies were you? You saw him milk himself, you slept together, and he was your pancake buddy? Okay.
We call each other the Flapjacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, ton of good memories with Weston. Only, gosh, now they sound all bad. I just about said another one. First time I ever got a massage was with Weston. Weston could talk his way out of anything. So he convinced this woman in Hollister to give us like the couples massage rate. But each of us got it individually. We got it individually.
In the same room though?
I don't remember exactly. I think we had it. No, I think it was separate. I don't know. A lot of good times with Weston.
Oh man, that's great.
Whew.
Dean Weeby.
Yeah. Hopefully
That's
that
great.
gets back to him, not the other stuff, but
yeah, I know. I was trying to prop you up to like, hey, say some nice things about him.
That was the first thing that came to mind. Okay, that's enough about the wedding stuff. What happened to you this week? You got some stuff?
Not a whole lot. I have one thing from our listeners, the Klein sisters. You recognize that name? They're Wichita teachers.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. And they sent us some stuff a while back. They sent us Wichita State stuff one time.
Oh, right.
They have this thing on like for the beginning of school year, like in the teacher's lounge, they're all supposed to fill out these things or like favorite this, and this, whatever. And the last one says favorite entertainer. And they sent us a picture. It says favorite entertainer, Jake Triplett and Brad Ellis. And in parentheses, Ghost Runners podcast.
Oh.
And so I just love the idea of like everyone else putting like Jimmy Fallon,
Kevin
Hart, Ghost Runners podcast. So I thought that was kind of fun. But they have some other ones on here, and I've decided that we're going to do rapid fire, just answering all these different favorites.
Rapid fire?
Rapid fire, though, so you can't think about too much.
No, we used to sleep together.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, your first job was?
Springfield Cardinals statistician.
Okay, my first job was at Operating Sooner Incorporated.
Wait, what?
Nope,
Operating?
Rapid fire.
Okay.
One thing everyone should know about me.
Oh, synesthesia.
I like doing impersonations.
Okay.
Okay. My favorite things, books. What's your favorite book?
I was going to say mashed potatoes. I thought you said favorite things.
No, sorry. That was the category. This is
categories, favorite things, subcategory is books.
Yeah, we got like 10 favorite things, and that's it. That's the end. Okay. Favorite thing, book. Favorite book. Sorry.
Oh, El Biblio, of course.
Shoot, I was gonna say To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, that was good too.
Favorite movie,
Dumb and Dumber.
Remember Titans. Favorite color,
blue.
Okay. Favorite ice cream,
cookie dough.
Death by Chocolate. Favorite food,
mashed potatoes. No. Okay. Rapid fire. I can't change it.
Oklahoma Joe's. Favorite sport/team,
Kansas City.
Chiefs. Favorite TV show,
The Office on NBC.
Favorite TV show, The Office. Favorite music, that's kind of vague.
Top 40 pop.
Beatles.
Oh,
I don't know if that was the answer. She put country slash pop. Favorite hobby,
golf.
Woodworking. Favorite restaurant,
Chili's to go.
Oklahoma Joe's. Favorite holiday,
4th of July.
Christmas. Favorite entertainer,
Probably Trey Kennedy.
dang it, I was gonna say Jake Triplett. I was hoping you were gonna say Brad
Dude.
Ellis, dude. But you said Trey Kennedy, which hurts my feelings, dude. Thank you, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome that you're my favorite and I'm not your favorite.
If I could be honest, let's talk about something real quick. We got to get something out there. I feel like I need to. I'm compensating. I'm overcorrecting. I'm just gonna say it. I'm getting so tired of the Trey Who comments. It was like one joke that you made on a podcast episode in probably March.
Yeah.
And
are people still saying it?
And then like on Trey and I's videos, there's like Trey Who. And I'm like, this is not nice. I get that you want to be a part of this joke, but
has he ever said anything to you?
He never has. Yeah. And I will say Trey's never said a word. I'm sure he's seen the comments, and I'm just like, I'm sure that doesn't make him feel good. He's like, when they get on their podcast, they just like
talking about?
Make fun of me or roast me. And it's like, this is just one tiny little inside joke that people have hung on to. And now I will say, making the t-shirts, that was hilarious. The woman who did that in Phoenix, that was hilarious. But otherwise,
I think that was how it started. Was like, don't worry about Trey. It's all about Jake's show. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Trey's just done so much for me and you now. It's
right.
Like,
I know.
I don't like those kind of jokes.
I think one time on the Patreon, somebody said Trey Who, and I commented Trey Kennedy. He signs our checks. So stop it.
Moratorium on the Trey Who comments.
So now never mind. I'm not going to tell
Don't give me any
what
idea.
to comment.
Don't give me anything. Go to the burrito money comments. Keep doing those.
Yes. Well, I was going to say something nice about Trey, but don't even say that.
Just copy and paste his Wikipedia page. Just tell him facts about himself.
There you go. Yeah.
So rapid fire was fun.
Thank you. Yeah. Gene Shorts has been going well. We recorded 3 videos yesterday.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that.
Without Trey.
Which I have never made a video without Trey.
How do you feel like it went
forever? There's definitely a different vibe to it.
Yeah.
There was like less structure and less like, but then again, I think that was kind of the nature of like, we're trying to cram 3 videos in one day, which is something that Trey and I have never done before. At least not like 3 full sketches like that.
Yeah.
And sketches that are not the easiest to write material on.
Yeah.
It was just like, we didn't have a lot of it written beforehand. So like writing it and shooting it. At least 2 of the videos, like, I don't even know the style of this video. So, like it wasn't the easiest,
right.
It wasn't just like, if you and I made a video called Big Guys versus Skinny Guys, that would be so easy.
Right. We
would know exactly how this is going to look and the jokes we could write. But
how often does that happen? I'm always curious about like what we do compared to what you and Trey normally do. Like as far as like how often do you go into the filming day? Because like usually we write on Mondays, film on Wednesdays. How often do you go into Wednesday being like, I don't really know exactly what this video is going to look like?
It happens sometimes.
Does
About
it?
how it's happening with us. Like sometimes you don't have to worry about it. And other times you're like, is there a better way we could be
Yes.
like distributing these jokes?
Right.
So it does happen from time to time, but
not as often.
on
as
Trey's channel,
with
it's a little more rigid.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, this is the format. This is what you do.
Yeah.
One-liner after one-liner. And ours is, and Trey and I still experiment. We do the green screen stuff. We'll throw in a music video. We'll do a fake documentary from time to time. But yeah, ours has been more fun and more like a typical YouTube video with Facebook Marketplace, you know, different characters or, the truck guys video. People really like the truck guys video.
Yeah.
Which is cool because you're not a typical truck guy. So it was kind of hard. You know, we're all having to like write material for people we don't know about. And you're having to act quite a bit. But
it did trigger like a lot of like different other truck people that were like, oh,
it's
an F-150 though. Like this guy, he's driving a Ford. He's not driving a truck. It's like you're the reason we're making this video. It's because of people like you, which was pretty funny. But it did go pretty well, which was nice because for a while I was like, maybe I'm the common denominator. When Brad's out of it, then the video does well. So it was nice to see one that I was in perform well. So
yeah, of course.
We recorded some yesterday. We did small talk, which I think that one could be funny. Don't you think?
It's got some potential.
Yeah. I thought that one was pretty goofy. And then a pickleball one and then a Tesla one, which were all really fun. So
yeah,
we're sitting on all the stereotypes of cars, apparently.
Brad made some friends at the pickleball courts. And so we played, what were their real names? Heidi
and Craig.
Heidi and Craig were their real names, but we called them Butch and Gladys in the video.
He self-proclaimed himself Butch, which I was like, Butch. That's perfect.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And to the woman, I was like, we already talked about like a fake Gladys off camera. So if it's cool, we're going to call you Gladys. She's like, all right.
She was probably 60 years old, maybe.
No.
Younger?
That's rude to Heidi. If Heidi listens to this, Heidi, I think you were younger than 60.
Okay. How old?
54.
Okay. She was probably 54 years old. And I was, in my head, I was envisioning Gladys being like 80 years old.
Yeah.
You know?
But she had a hat on. Like maybe people can think like she's older than we portray
she
her.
Spiked it on me good.
Yeah. She got your pickleball.
Yeah, she did. I was like, that's why they call it that. Yeah. But yeah, we have fun with that one. We'll see. We'll see. It was mostly tried to be physical humor and a little bit of, one-liners and stuff on that. And yeah, the Tesla one was just, that was fun to write as well. So
speaking of pickleball, this is not the first podcast I've been on today, Brad.
That's right. I've heard about this.
While we were recording our episode last week, I got a text from a woman who said, would you like to be on my pickleball podcast? And I, when we were recording that 20 minutes earlier, I'd said, this is the summer. Yes.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, can't say no, I guess.
Right.
Although I still do say no. Just FYI, if everyone's like, oh, I can just get Jake on my podcast.
Okay. Hey, Jake, I'm coming to Kansas City. Can I hang out with you for a week?
But no, this girl, I know this woman. She's really, really great and really fun. And so I was like, sure. And so I did that this morning, and it was fun. It was fine. She told me to get there at 9:45 because we were going to sound check. And I was like, oh, this is official. Do I need to bring like a guitar or something? And
check the EQs.
Got there at 9:45, but their sound guy didn't show up until like 10:30. No. So we just kind of sat there.
That kills
for
me.
A while.
That kills me a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty busy.
Yeah.
Trey gave me like 4 videos to edit because Trey's out of town. That's why we didn't shoot with Trey yesterday.
Yeah.
So between today and tomorrow, like I'm trying to edit 4 videos. This is some time. Anyway.
Yeah.
I pull into like this very empty parking lot, go into this building, and an older gentleman walks out of the door before I even walk in. I've never seen this guy before in my life. Addresses me by name and goes, Jake, you can't park there. And immediately, this is kind of a lot to take in because, like, I don't know you. You said my name. I can't park there. Is he joking? Does he know me? Whatever. I'm like,
okay. Yeah.
Kind of like awkwardly. I cannot read the situation at all. I kind of awkwardly laugh, try to walk through the door, steps in front of me.
Uh-oh.
And it wasn't like
he's
touched.
He's the bouncer.
Yeah, he's the bouncer of the pickleball podcast studio. And so I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. Just move it anywhere else? Yeah, anywhere but that spot.
Was it marked or anything?
No signage, nothing. So
okay,
the verdict is still out on what in the world that was. I don't know who this. I never talked to that guy again, and I've no like.
You didn't figure out his role.
I don't know. I even talked to Kat, the woman who was doing the podcast. I was like, "Do you have any idea why he would have told me to change spots?" She goes, "He told you to switch parking spots." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I don't know.
Maybe he's just a psychopath. That's like how he messes with people. Like whatever spot they choose first, it's like you can't park there.
I don't think so.
You thought you were going to park in that spot? Move any other spot but that one.
So that was kind of interesting.
Okay,
but the podcast went well. She had another guest on as well.
Another guest on.
I was Belle, and just how Weston likes it.
Yep.
And I was a little pancake boy. And no, she had another guest on. This guy named Zach, which is kind of cool. She has a guest on every podcast episode, and she's only ever had professional pickleball players. And then she had me on. So I'm like, I'm honored, but I don't, whatever. I feel like it's a little different.
Right.
And she has this other guy on who I'm friends with him as well.
Was he also amateur?
He is like probably one of the top 3 best in Kansas City. So very good, but not necessarily like a professional yet. But still, I'm by far the worst person to be on this podcast.
What constitutes the difference between like, do you have to like declare yourself?
Look at us. Oh, we should both answer these at the same time. Brad and I are both getting random phone calls.
Hi, this is Brad.
Hello?
Hi, this is Brad.
My name is Erica Davis. Am I speaking with Jacob?
Yes, this is Jacob. Who'd you say you are?
Hi, this is Brad.
Okay, my name is Erica Davis, and I am calling you from Premier Destination, sir.
You gotta
So
take
how are you
this.
doing today?
I'm doing good. Say that one more time. What is your name?
Erica Davis.
Erica Davis?
Erica Davis.
Right? Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So the reason why I am calling you is that our record shows you have lots of unused vacation time. The good news here is we noticed that you had traveler's insurance in your package. Now we are not going to charge you
good.
kind of rate.
Oh, okay.
Which package is she talking about?
Good, good. Which package is it? What? Avicii?
Vacation package.
Oh.
Vacation.
Package.
Yes.
Awesome. I love going on vacations.
Oh. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
With you, can you please hold in the line?
Oh, yeah, I'll hold.
Hold in the line.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I'll hold in.
I'm going to tell you.
Okay, I'm going to hold in the line.
Okay. So your new package, sir, is fully customizable.
Oh, thank goodness.
And also fully transferable.
Oh.
So you can transfer any part you want.
Oh my gosh, why would I not do this? Wow, this is awesome. Can I ask you? Oh, what? She hung up on me? I was just about to dang it. I was just about to really go in. She hung up on me. Do you know who I am? I don't even park in the first spot.
That's bold to hang up on you. Because obviously you were messing with her, but like what if somebody was just a little bit weird and that's how they responded to things? Because you weren't like saying anything rude.
I don't think so.
You were like not like interested for real, but she didn't know that.
Dang, I wish she would call back. I had something in mind I was going to say. Dang it.
She just texted you, didn't she?
No, Patreon comment. Gosh, just so much Patreon engagement.
Oh my gosh. I'd get on there if I were you guys.
There is some stuff.
Yeah, there's some stuff.
Okay, well, that was fun for both of us to get phone calls at the same time.
I got a phone call the other day. This is a new tactic from the telemarketers. I always answer, hi, this is Brad, every single time. Hi, this is Brad. And this one, it just waited for about 5 seconds and then an automated thing just goes, goodbye.
Got you good.
Like, what's the point of that? I'm genuinely curious. What could they do with that?
Is this you or is this a girl I dated? Someone close in my life had a theory.
Yes, it was me.
Oh, it's okay. Is it you?
With like the hellos?
Yeah.
Like they're recording all your hellos?
Yeah, yeah.
And then eventually they're going to be able to take that and like use it against you. Yeah, that was a good theory, isn't it? That's a good theory.
With the 5-second goodbye, that makes a little more sense.
Goodbye. Like that's the only thing I can think of is that they're recording the other line, like trying to get my voice to do something with it. If they get enough of the right words together, they can put something together that says, hello, I would like to buy a credit card.
My name is Brad Deuce.
My name is Brad Deuce, and you can call. Yeah. Even then though, like how do they steal your identity from just a couple voice, recordings? Goodbye.
Anyway, to wrap up that, they said that the podcast episode that I was on won't be out for a month because they need to edit it. So I just kind of said, okay, yeah, no, totally.
You should have volunteered your editing. You'd be like, well, obviously, editing can take a long time. So I'll charge you about 3 weeks worth, even though it'll take me 4 weeks and do it in like 30 minutes.
But anyway, I think the podcast is called In a Pickle. How fun is that?
Oh, I get it.
So look for that when it comes out.
In a Pickle. Okay.
In the meantime, Brad, I just got a text.
Tell me.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
It's from my friend Lindsay.
Porter?
No.
Oh,
you wish.
You wish.
No. I did text her early. Well, whatever. No.
Oh, yeah. Tell us. Tell us
I
those
like your
tags.
voice. Tell us. Different Lindsay. This is the Lindsay that I met at a Sonic in Omaha and then hung out with her in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one that we left bow on the doorstep when she was coming to my house. This is that Lindsay.
Okay.
She texted me just this. I'll let you see it. We'll put it up on the screen. Just a picture of herself and just caption. Like I'm some little slave caption
She
boy.
said caption?
Yeah, you see that? That's all she texted me. Just a picture of herself and just said caption.
I don't like that.
So, yeah. It'd be a little needy, but let's take this time to give her a caption.
Okay, but
If
let's be mean about it since she's just she doesn't even say please or anything.
Yeah.
Caption.
So if you guys can imagine, we'll put it on YouTube, which hopefully this girl's, yeah, she's put it on Instagram. She'll love it. It's just her leaned over, hair's kind of like all over her face, but it looks nice. She's got jean shorts on. Maybe we realize that. It looks like she's on the beach in Hawaii.
Okay.
So first thing that come to my mind, literally just now, is the initials for the state Hawaii are hi, which is something you should say to your friend when you text them out of nowhere when you want something from them.
Follow Jean Shorts Comedy.
Also follow Jean Shorts Comedy, which is what I'm wearing on my shorts right now.
That's pretty good.
That was the first thing that came to mind.
I was trying to think of like, what's the word? Comparing or like similarizing. That's not the right word.
Comparing works well.
Oh, but they're not comparing. Paralleling the rocks with the rocky hair day that she's having.
Okay.
I don't know. Some kind of pun there.
Three of my favorite things: Rocky Road, Rocky Rocks, and to be honest, sometimes a rocky hair day.
Because that means I'm having an adventure.
I wonder why the Wi-Fi is weak.
What about just a Walt Whitman quote? Let's just look up a quick Walt Whitman quote.
Yeah.
Walt Whitman quote.
Walt Whitman quote real quick.
Okay, what's a Walt Whitman quote? Hey, I just had some margaritas, so I'm going to help you with Walt Whitman quote. Okay, this one, the first one. Do I contradict myself? Very well, then I contradict myself. I am large. I contain multitudes. You think that's good? Walt Whitman quote. I don't know much about Walter White. We were together. I forget the rest. Ooh, that's nice. That's a nice little vacation quote.
That's like a cute like relationship one. I like that. I'll use that on a honey someday.
I might engrave that on a piece of wood sometime.
Okay.
Sell them on Instagram.com. Dallas Custom Creations, Dallas Custom Gifts.
We were together. I forget the rest.
Yeah.
I actually really like that.
I actually like that too.
I'll text that to Lindsay Porter.
I would. Wrong Lindsay. Sorry.
I would.
I sound my barbaric yop over the roofs of the world. What about that one for her? I sound my barbaric yop. YAWP. Yop.
I think that was like the first draft of WAP. They were thinking about going YOP, but the acronym just didn't line up. They were going to use yams and then the other words, and it just.
I like yop. I'm gonna start using yop more. It means a harsh or hoarse cry for help. A harsh or hoarse cry or yelp. I read that wrong, but still.
Okay. Oh, I stepped on the dog's tail. He yarped. You yoped. Or no, what is it? I already forgot. Yape. What is it? I know it's vowels.
I think you start saying yarp. The yarp is better.
What is it?
Dude, I just yarped.
Dude.
One too many sips of that margarita and I yarped. Dude.
Do you have any toilet paper? I might have yarped my pants. What is it though? What is the word? It's driving me nuts. Yope?
Yop.
Yop.
YAWP.
Yop.
Just look at it as YOP.
While you were Googling Walt Whitman quote, I was like, ooh, fun game idea just came to me. I'm going to find a Drake quote and I'm going to ask Brad if he thinks this is Drake or Walt Whitman. And so I even typed in deep Drake quote and you cannot find anything. This dude has never said anything deep in his life. This is actually sad. Over time, this is like one of the first results. Drake. Over time, you realize that some people just aren't worth it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that good, Drake?
I like it when money makes a difference, but you don't make it different. I might have read that wrong.
I might have yopped on that one.
I looked at you and next thing you know, I was yarping.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is actually the number one result. What if you type in deep Drake quote? If I ever loved you, I'll always love you. That's how I was raised.
That's deep.
That's good.
All right, now I'm going to do some Walt Whitman quotes in my Drake impersonation that I've never done before.
Wait. We got to put on a Drake instrumental, and then you got to sing Walt Whitman quotes. This is going to be great.
All right. I don't know Drake very well, though, so it's not going to go very well.
Okay, hold on. Let me find it. And I want to pull up some quotes, too. Drake.
One of these is like a great rap line, actually.
Drake type instrumental, Walt Whitman.
Yeah. Yeah. Started from the bottom, now we hit.
I've never done this either, even thought about doing this, but you'll still do better than I will. So that's good.
Yeah.
People like the NF stuff, but.
Oh, that was great. I have something to read, though. That helps me. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Wait, are you gonna freestyle or are you gonna?
No. I'm gonna find Walt Whitman quotes.
Okay, I'm on Goodreads.com.
I went happierhuman.com.
Good for you. That's another one. That's another one out there. That's a nonprofit. So,
all right, Drake type beat.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
One time for the 6.
Obey your thirst. Hey, I'm bad as the worst, but thank God I'm as good as the best. I exist as I am, and that's enough. Peace is always beautiful. Failing to fetch me at first, keeping courage.
Like you're echoing yourself.
Courage. Speak for yourself. Yeah.
I love the yeah.
I think I've listened to Drake 3 times in my life.
Oh, that's not much.
No, unless it's on like at the bowling alley or something.
Oh, that's a good spot to listen to Drake.
I don't know, but I think Drake's kind of a dork. I think
dork.
I think a lot of people really like him. He seems like a dork to me. That's my take on Drake.
I think anyone into sports is kind of cool. Like a dork is
he's kind of a dork because he's like into sports, but like just goes around and like tries to be a part of every team. Dork.
I think you could call him a bandwagon fan,
which is kind of dorky.
It sounds like you just really want to call him a dork no matter what. So.
Yeah, no matter what you say, I'm gonna say dork.
Okay. What were we talking about though? I don't know if it matters that much.
Yeah. Caption. That's what we're talking about.
Oh yeah. Whatever. I'll text her back later. Yeah.
I think the together one was nice. Or peace is always beautiful. That's nice.
Just that. She's like expecting this really clever, witty thing. The vacations can be nice.
Yeah.
Hawaii is lovely.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Speaking of music real quick, I wanted to talk about, I got out of that app or that tab. Let me find it. I was listening to a song this week, came up on my Discover Weekly, which has been letting me down big time lately. But this time, this is a song called 90s Kids by a girl named Jax, which I'm pretty sure I've seen this girl on my For You page a lot. I think she's big TikToker.
Okay.
We get to the bridge of the song, and here are the lyrics. Do you got a Tamagotchi?
Mm-hmm.
Like a real Tamagotchi? Do you know that I Tamagotchi you if you Tamagotchi me?
Heard that line before.
Jax, that's my line.
Yeah.
Available on youtube.com publicly. Aaron Scarborough. Come on. I'm going to call you Jax.
What's that? White kids, middle class in the 90s?
Something like that.
Something like that.
I think it's one of the few videos I've allowed to still be up on my YouTube channel.
I'm saying we're probably going to put it up on Spotify soon enough.
Maybe we redo it. That'd be fun. I would allow something like that.
Did I remember correctly that it was a Childish Gambino beat?
Oh, good memory. Yeah, it was one of those. Yeah, so we couldn't use that. We'd have to do something else. But
man, that's a good song, dude.
So
chugging milk while you're doing it.
Yeah, in the fake studio.
Yeah.
I had to lip sync to the song I'd already made the day before. Anyway, obviously this girl did not steal this line from me, but I did think it was cool that it ended up in another 90s song.
What do you remember what your line was? I just remember Tamagotchi.
Sipping on that yoo-hoo. You want to play games, girl? You want to play games, girl? You know I Tamagotchi you. Okay, something like that, I think. It rhymed with yoo-hoo, I think.
Let's talk real quick. Are 90s kids anybody that's born in the 90s, or did they have to live a good amount of their formative years in the 90s? Because I don't think 1999 kids, I know they technically are, but like that doesn't feel like a 90s kid to me.
I feel like I was hanging out with someone recently who was born in like 98, and I was surprised at how much of my childhood they also related to.
Really?
So I was like, ooh, that's quite a bit of difference. But they like knew like
they never watched Michael Jordan play though.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they missed that.
Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa?
Yeah.
When was that? Like
2001?
Okay.
2000 maybe?
Yeah.
99, I don't 98?
Like Eli McDonald is 1999.
Okay.
He doesn't feel like a 90s kid to me.
Yeah. But I think he would still maybe know like burning a music onto a blank disc.
Okay.
Like that kind of stuff in my head means like, all right, you get it.
Yeah.
Then. You've lived before it got hard.
Right.
Or before it got easy.
Right. Yeah.
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 So to me, that's the cutoff of like, have you burned music onto a blank disc?
Okay.
If so, you're cool with me.
Okay.
If not, I'm going to get a hold of Jax and we're going to figure out.
If you know what a CDR is, then we're good.
Then you're cool with me. If you have Tamagotchi me. All right.
Nice.
So anyway, check out Jax on TikTok.
So you say that the Discover Weekly's not working very well for you.
I feel like back in the day when it first came out, I was loving it. It was which Spotify does as a platform. They do a great job of introducing you to new music.
Yeah. But
it's not always good music. It's like, yeah, I've never heard of any of the last 7 artists you played for me, but I don't like any of it.
Yeah.
So
do they have such thing for Discover Weekly for podcasts? Because they should.
they
And
should.
we should
Dude, do you
get
remember
on
that
there.
one like month
Yes.
or whatever?
Yes, that
I
was my
never got to
theory.
the bottom of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Where we were like popping off every Tuesday or something.
Like every Tuesday at 6 p.m. we got all these listeners, and
Yeah.
I never found out why.
Maybe that was it.
Maybe it was Jax. Jax.
Yeah, she
Hey,
heard us
Tom, I
talking.
got you.
Yeah.
Tom, I got you. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, let's talk about the Olympics real quick. I know I've been talking about it a lot on this podcast, Correct Opinions, Just Jake, everything. But
I haven't talked about it much, so I'd love to talk about it with you.
okay, I've just been watching them as much as I can, typically late at night. Oh, I bought a Peacock subscription last night.
Did you?
I'm in.
Good for you.
Yeah, they don't. It's okay. I'm definitely gonna forget to unsubscribe from it, so that sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
But it was like 1 a.m. and men's basketball was on, and the only place you can find it is on Peacock, which is so annoying.
That is so annoying. It's like the biggest sport in the world.
No wonder viewership is down.
Biggest sport in America, maybe, for the Olympics.
Yes.
Yes.
Or at least the one that like most typical sports fans would love to watch USA men's basketball. It's
Right.
awesome.
It should be the gateway drug. They should see it as like, hey, we'll get them in by watching the basketball, and then maybe they'll stay for trampoline
And weightlifting.
and pommel horse and
Yeah.
weightlifting and archery and all this other stuff that
Exactly.
you don't turn on your TV because you're like, I got to watch the archery final.
Exactly. It's how they always put like these new blooming like shows after the Super Bowl because people are already
Exactly.
watching, so that's what they should be doing. But yeah, the only place you could watch it is on Peacock, which is so annoying. So I was like, I'm just going to do it. And I guess I don't really have anything else to say about Peacock. Whatever. I'm in now. I'm
Okay.
in, and it's nice. It's good.
Mhm.
Good user interface. Overall a fan. But Isaac and I were talking about, we were watching like the 200 meter like dash final for men's track and field. One, I Googled Tyreek Hill's high school time, and he would have finished 6th in the Olympics
In 200 meter?
in a 200 meter.
Really?
His time when he was 18 years old
Okay.
would have been 6th best in today's Olympics, which is amazing.
Wow.
And everyone's breaking world records at this track. It's like a really bouncy track. So who knows what Tyreek, like,
Yeah.
it's crazy that one of the fastest people in the world is on our football team.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Not even just like fastest people in the NFL, fastest people in the world.
He plays football with
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes
Right.
in our city. So that's cool. But also, like, unless your name is Usain Bolt, no one else knows your name. There can't be any money in being fast.
Yeah.
So like, do the fastest people in the world all like have corporate jobs? Like, do they work at Jamba Juice? Or do they work at like an accounting firm? Seriously, it's like,
I bet you're sponsored enough, right? Like to get pushed towards it.
okay, the guy who finished in 7th is from Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
Do you think he's like a sponsored?
I bet. Yeah, I bet.
I would be shocked if he's like making, if he
will
can
say,
like provide for himself with a running sponsorship.
yeah, you're right. I don't know. I listened to, did you ever see the guy, he was in the Olympic trials. His name was like Craig Angles.
He sounds so slow and so white.
He is
Craig
very
Ingles.
white.
He sounds like Joe Ingles, like the Australian basketball player.
Let me find a picture of him. He like kind of went viral on Twitter because he looks amazing. He's this guy, Craig Angles. So he got
Oh, he looks awesome.
he got 4th in the Olympic trials for like long distance running,
Okay.
and Barstool Big Cat like got really into him. And
Big
so,
mullet, big mustache for those of you not watching.
yeah. So he got interviewed on Pardon My Take, and I was
Oh, cool.
listening to it, and he's sponsored. Like he's sponsored by Nike. I don't know how
But
much.
he's an
though.
American.
True.
I'm saying like you could be from another country. You're one of the fastest people in the world and you have to like get a college degree and a job. Like that stinks.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that would be. Those are the kind of things that I'm interested in watching documentaries
The
about.
economy of Olympic athletes, of the Olympics,
Of referees. I'm very interested to know like about referees. as
Olympic
well.
referees.
No, just referees in general.
Oh.
Like people that are like very invested and very into a sport or a profession that might not pay very much money, so they have to also do something else.
Hmm.
So like, yeah,
A judge
the archers. Yeah, I'm sure they're not full-time arch.
someday.
I'm sure that, yeah, because I know a lot of those referees are also like lawyers and stuff. How does that work? I want to watch a documentary about it.
Yeah, that's cool. No, that's a
So,
good point.
yeah.
Once track and field was over last night, I was watching women's golf by myself, which shows you, I mean, I don't even know what kind of man I've become. I'm just so engrossed in golf now.
I was going to say, were you into it or was it just on? And so you're like, I'm sitting
No,
here.
I was
don't wanna
into
get
it.
up. Okay.
My girl, I got a new crush.
Okay.
Her name's Nelly.
Nelly.
Yeah, Nelly Corda.
EI.
Alex Dimchek is FaceTiming me. I got it. Sorry, Alex. I'll FaceTime you back later.
I'll tell him.
Okay.
Hey, buddy. He's going to FaceTime you back later, okay?
Live on the show, huh?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Say hi.
What an honor. Well, you guys get back to it.
Are you at an airport?
I wanted to see if you guys wanted to play pickleball in Kansas City at midnight tonight.
I don't. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna be getting to Kansas City 11, so want to see if I could see Jake or both of you, or
You don't want to see me. You just want to see Jake.
All right, well, get back to your recordings. All right.
He said he'll call you back.
All right, peace.
All right, dude. I don't ever hang up.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad he was at an airport, because if he was just FaceTiming me with a mask on, I would have had to like never be his friend again. Oh, I'm sorry. You always forget about these. No, you could see your own face. Thank
I'm
goodness
pretty
he's
sure
at an
he
airport.
never confirmed he was at an airport, but surely.
I'll bring it up when I see him.
Hey, you were at an airport, right?
Right? If not, get out of my car.
Yeah.
So I'm watching women's golf. Yeah, my girl Nelly. She was just playing
American?
phenomenal. American?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's awesome. And what am I saying? Oh, Harrison and Isaac join. And so we're all watching. We're all getting into it. And they're doing like NBC does this thing around then where it's kind of picture in picture. I mean, other networks do it when sports is on, where it's like it kind of goes to a commercial, but they still kind of show you the action a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're watching women's golf, and it's not live.
How late is this? How late are you watching?
This is like 11:30 at night.
Oh, okay. I thought this was after the basketball game at 1 a.m. But it's not.
Oh, okay. No, this is last night. And I see what you're saying. The basketball game we watched. We haven't even talked about the basketball game we played.
Oh, yeah.
Have fun. Okay, sorry. Let me get to this really quick. It's picture in picture, and it says it's live, but it's not, because they instantly go from like, here's her tee shot, boom, now she's putting. So it's like, okay, it's not live. They're like chopping this together, making it really fast. And while we're on commercial, while this like Korean golfer is in like a tiny little corner of the screen, she hits a hole-in-one at the Olympics while a Starbucks commercial is on. Harrison
and they knew it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like you had time to like edit this, so this is not during the commercial
That's not
break.
cool.
I was so fired up. And even
Yeah.
like 5 minutes later, Harrison was still fired. He's like, I cannot believe that. I was like, I know. Like this girl, like one of the hardest things to do in sports, she did it televised all at the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
And now even if she screenshots this, if she screen records this, she's next to a Starbucks commercial. I was so mad at NBC.
Hopefully Korean NBC did not do that.
Hopefully not.
Korean embassy.
Korean
NBC.
NBC.
That's terrible. And yeah, they knew it. They knew it.
It wasn't live. You can edit this however you want.
Maybe it was a coup from the Americans. Like, watch this.
It came from a lab in
Take
Wuhan.
this, Kim Jong. Yeah, it came from Wuhan.
Hole-in-one. Kim Jong-un.
And this is like one of the first, maybe the first time ever they've done golf in the Olympics. Is that true?
It's my first year ever caring about it, so I wouldn't know.
I think it's definitely like a newer Olympic sport.
Okay, good for them.
And so, yeah, even that, like, it's probably one of the first times there's ever been a hole-in-one in the sport.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Show it.
Yeah. Oh,
We don't need to know about Starbucks 11:30. Nobody's drinking that late at night.
yeah. You don't even need commercials. You're doing fine. You're doing just fine. Stop with the commercials.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I got that off my chest. We're good now.
Okay.
Let's talk basketball now,
Okay.
if you want.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I wanted to get at the very beginning of the show, but I had to tell everyone how successful I was doing stand-up comedy instead.
That's
so,
a good start. It's a good start.
Yeah.
We played basketball this past Monday, and this was the last week of the regular season. We were 3-2 going into it. It was win and you're in.
When you're in,
There were 3 teams all tied for third place. 2 of the 3 are going to make it into the playoffs. And
we played the Decepticons, I think was their name.
was it really?
I think so.
It was fun.
I'm trying to remember about anything in the game. All I remember is that I didn't score any points. And
Remember, Scott got hot.
oh,
right?
Scott went ham.
Scott's tots.
Yeah.
He made like 4 threes to start the game, and then I don't know if a ball went in the rest of the night.
But you know what? Yeah, he got enough for us. So
it was a very hot start. That was really
and people
fun.
are like, dude, you got to guard him. He's the shooter.
Oh, he got Steph Curry treatment the rest of the night.
Which was great because like he's not our best shooter. Luka's our best shooter by far.
So it was great that like their best defender just locked up Scott. I was like, this is fine actually.
Great. Scott passed to Luke now. Yeah.
And Luke did hit a dagger. So, all right.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really know if you guys
that now.
care about all these basketball updates.
They
but
do.
I think the basketball fans probably do. We were playing pretty well. We had a good game. We were playing really good defense to start the second half. And you look up and we're up 15 with like probably 10 minutes left in the second half. And it's like, all right, this is nice. Like, we're good. We got this. And something happens. And then we just don't make a bucket for a very long time.
Yeah.
It's
I think at the end of the first half, we were in the 30s. And then near the end of the game, we were in the 40s. Like, we didn't score very many points at all the second half.
Yeah, I guess we didn't do a whole lot.
Scott didn't make 4 threes in a row. So,
so that was his fault.
yeah.
But yeah, we couldn't get anything going. This team's slowly coming back. And that's never the spot to wait, where you want to be. Where it's just like, we just can't do anything. And they're coming back. They finally take the lead with like a minute left in the game. This is their first lead all game. And I will say, Luke's had a couple rough possessions. There's like shots that normally fall or fouls he should be getting.
Yeah.
It's like nothing is going our way for 5 possessions in a row. Everyone's cold. Nothing's going in. And we're kind of just like spreading the floor, waiting to see what Luke does. Like, I think there's now under a minute left. So now it's like, all right, we need to like get a shot up pretty quickly in case this doesn't go in. We need enough time to either foul them or get a rebound or whatever. Luke's just dribbling it, pulls 3, swoosh.
Yes.
Boom, up by 2, never look back.
That was awesome.
Luke then gets the defensive rebound on the other side of the court. They foul him. He sinks 2 free throws as the dagger to win the game.
Yeah.
It was just beautiful. And next thing you know, I'm in the shower thinking about him. Sorry, Weston. Sorry. Found a new pancake boy.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like, because he's a good driver too. So everyone was expecting him to drive. We're down by 1 point. We just need, a bucket. And then he just pulls up that.
Right in a guy's eye.
Yeah.
That was too bad for him.
Oh, that was so nice.
Yeah. So it was good. We're in the playoffs.
Yep.
We got.
I think we're in the 3 seed now, right?
Which makes sense. I'd say we're the 3rd best team. So I'd be very shocked if it'll take a good game to win the first one. Be very shocked if we win the championship.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, I remember the team that we lost really bad to. I can't remember the other team. Because we've lost twice?
Yep.
We lost one time by like 1 point, right?
That was to the team with 5 college basketball players. We lost by 1.
Oh, and we played pretty well.
We played very well.
Yeah,
so.
like we haven't played that well since then.
We haven't. What your best case scenario is Isaac. Oh, so Isaac got injured at the game. He rolled his ankles. It's still pretty swollen. He's like 50-50 on if he can go. What we need is that morning Isaac to tell us, I can't go. So then we invite Rustin to play with us.
Rustin, if you're listening.
Rustin, hopefully you're an early morning Monday listener. Yeah. Rustin plays with us. Then also Isaac is able to go. Okay, we have 8. Who cares? Rustin is a 3-time All-American.
Right. Would they let us play with 8 if we only have 7 on our roster?
Oh, is that how it works?
I don't know. I would assume so.
I'll take a dive. It's fine.
Well,
I've been more of a coach anyway.
Yeah, right.
Lately, so I'll just tell you guys what to do.
I do like that is fun since you've played so much more basketball than the rest of us. Like you do like giving us pointers and stuff. Like let's do this. Like last time it was near the end of the game, we were up by 2.
And they had called the timeout. They were like setting up a play. We'd been in zone all night.
Yeah, I like this. You said after 3 passes or 4 passes?
On the 3rd pass, we're going to switch to man-to-man.
Yeah.
That way it screws up like their zone play that they have ready to go.
Yeah, which I'm sure they were scheming a zone play very well.
I mean, I would be if I was in the huddle. That's like the only situation you do that. And
it was fun though.
Yeah.
And you were like this. You're holding up your 1, 2, and then we did it.
Yeah. So. I think I took for granted. I didn't know I was very well coached in high school basketball just because, you just only know what you've experienced. Then I got to college and you're playing intramurals. It's like, oh, these people that played high school basketball and are better athletes than me don't even know how to like pass and screen away or like very simple stuff.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Then playing on the women's basketball practice squad team for 4 years. It's kind of like being collegiately coached for 4 years in a way. You just see how the girls were coached. So it helped a lot, when it comes to intermediate Casey Crew, Hy-Vee Arena basketball.
Come on, baby.
That's how we make the playoffs, baby.
That's
and
right.
having Luke Hoagland on your team. That
also helps too.
That is nice.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Yeah.
That is nice. So if you guys are in the area, Monday night, I guess come, but no one else is going to be there.
Maybe Hattie and Bo will come again.
Oh, Hattie and Palmer were going nuts last
Hattie
game.
And Scott's daughter. Yeah. How'd you feel about that? I thought it was fun, but I was like, or Catherine was worried, like, I bet other people were getting annoyed by that.
Oh, I thought it was cute. I didn't mind.
Like they were screaming for like a minute straight, like, go dad, go
they're
dad,
young enough
go,
kids.
Dad.
Yeah, where it's not like they're misbehaving. They're adorable. It's amazing. If they're like 8 years old screaming, it's like, all right, quiet your kid down. All right.
Yeah,
they're old enough.
down.
Give them a Game Boy.
Right. Shove a screen in their face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let them watch, Ryan's toy review. All right. They don't need to be watching a basketball game.
Yeah. It didn't bother me at all. And like, how like back, at least I did back in the day, like if someone came and watched you and they were trying to yell at you, like you'd always pretend to ignore them and stuff. You know what I mean? Like
you probably can't do that with your 4-year-old daughter.
No. And I didn't want to. I was like, this is intermediate basketball. Of course I'm going to wave at her every time. Like even during the game, I'd be like, hi baby, whereas back in the day, like a girl came and she's like, hi Brad. I'd just be like,
oh, sorry. I was too focused.
Yeah. I don't want the coach to see me like get mad at me for not focusing up or whatever. So.
Wait, why has Catherine been coming recently? I like it.
6:30 games.
I'm always really surprised to see her. I give her a couple big finger guns when the game starts. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, because their bedtime is 7:30 or 8ish, and so any game after 6:30 just doesn't work for our schedule.
And it's probably a way to wear them out a little bit before bedtime.
Yeah, I think she likes that too. Yeah. So,
what time do we play this week? Do you know?
6:30 is our first one.
Oh, come on, Kath.
So.
That's kind of fun. The most recent Jean Shorts videos we shot, we're talking about your wife, and so you use the word Catherine.
Right.
I think people are going to like that.
Yeah.
The things that you're yelling at Catherine in multiple videos.
Yeah, dude. Are we going to put that one outtake, you think, in the small talk video? Or should we talk about it here?
What was it?
The sausage one?
Yeah. No, yeah. I think that's great. Yeah,
okay.
that'll definitely, I think it should make the bloopers.
Fun preview. That's all you'll get to know about it.
Each video had like a thing where it's like, should this go in? And they were like, let's film it and see what Trey thinks.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. I remember
first
we
video,
said the Tesla one. That was really funny.
Brad said the word wieners instead of sausage. So that was a good blooper. And then he elaborated a little bit on it. And then the second video, just the punchline was San Francisco. So make whatever assumptions you want to make. And then the third video was like pickleball, like, man, I'm so good at pickleball. You know, maybe it's just because like black people aren't playing it yet, you know, which I think is funny and probably not offensive, but you know, maybe it's something that doesn't need to be in that video, but it is kind of true. It's like white people are good at these sports because, you know, they don't need, like black people have dominated the dunk contest and track and field. It's like, we need cornhole.
If Kevin Durant played pickleball, he'd be able to reach like the whole, his wingspan would touch both sides.
Yeah, it's why
we
stick to pickleball and axe throwing.
Yeah.
It's like, this is more our speed.
Honestly, I'm kind of even worried about like tennis players just learning more about pickleball.
Yeah,
and like
don't tell them.
Being like, I don't want to play tennis anymore because this sport looks fun because they're going to dominate everybody.
Yeah.
So
hush up. Don't tell your tennis friends. Keep this between us.
Don't tell anybody who knows how to play with a racket.
No one who plays in the advanced league at KC Crew. Intermediate and lower.
That's right.
That's the speed we're in.
Yeah, that's right.
Whew. All right. I think we recorded kind of quickly, like between last episode and this episode. So we might wait for more voice memos to come in. Okay. Let's do those next week because we're already at like hour 25 or so.
Okay.
So Brad, do you have anything else to talk about from your week?
Shoot, I just got out of it, but not necessarily. Yeah. Okay. I'll talk about it real quick. Do you remember like way back in the day, I saw an ad that I kind of made fun of about people that were like,
oh, hands.
I had wet hands.
Yeah.
And so I put the stuff on my hand.
Like I should put that on my wet mouth.
Yeah. Kind of the same thing. But it's not really wetness. I just saw this like ridiculous review for this thing called Somnifix, SOMNI fix. And it's a way to improve nose breathing. Yeah. Just look it up real quick if you don't mind. Okay. Somnifix. It's a way to improve nose breathing. Apparently like nose breathing. I think I get targeted ads that are probably way different than you. So have you ever gotten a nose breathing ad?
No. Oh, this is a Shark Tank thing.
Oh, really?
Somnifix mouth tape?
Yes, dude. Look at like the images for it or something. It's just like the most ridiculous looking thing ever. Basically, like I guess nose breathing is a big thing, or maybe they're just like, hey, let's target overweight people because we know that they're all mouth breathers. But
because nose breathing is good.
Yes, that's what they're trying to say, and I probably agree with it.
Oh, it just tapes your mouth shut?
It literally tapes your mouth shut, dude.
That is dangerous.
So this
is not a new
slit.
invention. This is duct tape.
Yeah, it's just tape.
You don't need to go into Shark Tank for taping people's mouth shut.
And there's a little slit in there, I guess, so you can still breathe a little bit through it. But like you're supposed to sleep with that thing in.
Dangerous.
Justin, put a picture of this in real quick. Like it just looks ridiculous. And at first I thought it was like a parody like video. And then I was like, no, this is a real ad for something.
These people are suffocating themselves by like their own free will.
By choice. Yeah. It just looks like I would never like look at the people sleeping, you know, like the image you get like in a movie, like a horror movie, when you open up the barn door, like the shed, and you find the people like taped up, like, that's what these people look like when they're sleeping.
I'm looking at a picture now, and it's of a man and woman spooning together with their mouth tape on. And if I didn't know better, I would say that he removed the lips of another woman, and put them on this woman, and he's a psychopath.
This guy is a freak.
Yeah, and he loves other women's lips.
There's no way I would ever get like any kind of intimacy with this. Like I would never want to spoon my wife.
You're not spooning. Yeah, you're doing other appliances.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no forking way. So I just thought it was funny. It's one of the things that's going to be funnier if you look at it. So look it up. Somnifix. Buy some. If maybe you're a big mouth breather and you love this, let us know. But I just couldn't believe it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, that's special. I'm glad you're getting those ads. It's probably a rough spot to be in, but
we should sometime, maybe next week or some week in the future, we should compare our targeted ads.
Okay.
Because I remember asking my brother-in-law when we were in Colorado, like, oh, have you seen those ads for like the less sugar cola? He's like, I've never seen those ads. And I get them all the time. That's called like ugly cola. Have you seen those? No? Ugly cola. I think that's what it's called.
You're just getting like diets thrown at you constantly.
I don't even know I don't follow anything that needs like, how do they know?
It's seen what it needs to see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ugly cola.
It hears the sounds you make when you get it from a chair. It's like, I know what we need to advertise to this guy.
That is a big boy grunt. I guarantee you.
He grunts a lot.
Yeah.
I get so much golf stuff now. And do you get a lot of just like t-shirts? I get so many just like casual T-shirts thrown at me.
Oh yeah, you love you buy those though.
But
That's
also I
probably
like
why.
it. So I'm
like the Built and the Fresh Clean Tees and all that.
Fresh Clean Tees is garbage. Don't do that. But cuts,
really?
Built and cuts, nice. Yeah,
Cuts.
Fresh Clean Tees is a very poor like material, whatever they're using.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, good to know.
Okay.
Now I know. Shrink and dryer too.
Oh, Fresh Clean Tees shrink in dryer.
Small for skin.
Not good.
Nose breathe.
Take back. Today.
When we were talking about taping over your mouth, did you see that clip of the guy on the Frontier Airlines flight this week?
Yes, the $2 million guy.
Yes, he is screaming on a Frontier Airlines flight, "My parents are worth $2 million," which is just amazing for so many reasons. One, yeah, you're sitting at the back of a Frontier Airlines flight, so it's not the place to flex. Two, like, I don't know, if you have parents in like their 50s and 60s, like, I think that's a reasonable net worth.
Depending on where you're from, for sure. Like, I'm not saying
Like if they own a home and they've been working their entire life, like I think that's pretty, like, that's middle class, isn't it?
Dave Ramsey would be like, yeah, what's your point? Yeah.
I mean, I'm not nowhere near that point, obviously. Like, I think I might still be in the negatives as far as my net worth. But like, yeah, that seems very reasonable.
Sure.
And yeah, this guy, he seemed like very drunk. He probably shouldn't even let him on the plane. Not that I'm giving him excuses, but I mean, he was like groping women, assaulting them, being so belligerent with his mouth. So they have to tape him shut, which, did they have handcuffs? Isn't there supposed to be like a marshal on every flight?
Oh, I don't know. That would make
sense.
sense.
Duct tape just seems like not the move.
No, it wasn't. They got suspended. Did you hear that?
I know, but also I kind of see like they duct taped his mouth shut and like
they
duct taped his neck to the chair.
Dehumanized him a little bit.
It's like, I don't know if we needed to tape his neck to the chair, but honestly, like, do what you got to do in the situation. It's just like, I think there should just be a better way to restrain people on an airplane. It shouldn't have to come to duct tape.
They're like, get the cuffs. We're like, all we have is tape. All right.
All we have is Somnifix. Put it everywhere. Just got 1,000 Somnifixes.
Put it everywhere.
You're like the barrel of monkeys. You're just connecting Somnifixes to each other. Yeah. There's got to be a better way to restrain people. You shouldn't have to use duct tape because that's pretty like if there's like any kind of hazard, like hurry, untape him.
Ace, just go sit on him. Yeah. Sit on him, Ace.
Give him the Mother Goose treatment.
Yeah. Have you ever been like duct taped or like taped to anything before? I haven't.
No, Weston wouldn't when I asked him.
I'm just curious, like if that really would stop you from getting out of something.
Oh, I think it would.
You think so?
A couple laps around.
You think so?
Yeah.
Should we try it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody sit right here next week. We'll tape him to it.
Okay. I'll see if I can get out.
Have you ever seen those things where we're going to duct tape our principal to the wall?
No.
You never seen that? Oh,
I
it's
can
a
imagine.
staple.
Yeah.
And then you remove like the milk crate he was standing on, and then Mr. Soden's against the wall.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
No, that's fun. Like it was like whoever won the contest for most fundraised stuff.
I think it was like $1 for a piece of tape.
Dude, this is gonna sound like way like worse than it really was.
You and Catherine.
No, but I won some contest. I don't remember what it was in elementary school, but I got to have a pudding fight with my principal, where we were like kind of in a tub and we were like putting pudding on the principal. Doesn't that sound terrible? It was the most innocent thing you've ever heard of, but
people said that in court before.
That's fair.
Yeah, people went to Michael Jackson's Neverland and were like, "What?
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
I like roller coaster. He was a really nice guy to me when I was 7 years old.
The loop-de-loops.
What's the big deal?
I enjoyed him. Yeah, I don't know.
He didn't touch me yet.
I don't know what it was. I just remember being able to put pudding on his head, and I thought that was really funny. I don't think I got puddinged. I think I just puddinged my principal. That's okay, right? It was just me doing it to him.
So you think, but it was super innocent.
Oh yeah,
the pudding fight.
Oh yeah,
in the bathtub,
right,
with your principal,
and it was in his house, so it was like very very private. Yeah,
it wasn't like a cold tub. Like he kind of warmed it up.
Not that warm, if you know what I mean. No, I'm just kidding.
Were people watching?
Yeah, it was like a public thing at our school.
That may have to be the title of the episode. In a bathtub with my principal? Are you kidding me, dude? My goodness.
It was a bathtub. It was like one of those like hard plastic pools.
Like
I think there were other kids. Yeah. I don't remember very well. Maybe my mom remembers. I don't even remember what I did to earn this. I think he just liked me a lot.
Yeah, you didn't have to do anything. He spotted you from first grade.
Yeah.
It's like at some point, I'm going to have him in a tub.
I don't know. I don't remember anything else about it, to be honest. That principal left after that year.
Huh.
That's not even a joke. That's
weird.
True story. Went to a different school.
Something about like, I think it was someone named Alan. I don't know, they kept saying allegations. I don't know who that was. Someone named Alan made him leave.
Alan Gators, I think. Yeah.
Allegations? What was his name? I don't know why he left. In a different state too.
Yeah.
So he had to go into Missouri for some reason.
And they were saying, let's send him to Texas. And I was like, okay, that sounds nice. Warm down
Oh
there.
yeah, good for him.
Uh-huh.
Whew.
I knew
Anyway.
that, like, I was like, this is going to sound weird saying it out loud, but it was true.
Somnifix. I'm glad you brought that up. That led to a lot there.
Good.
That led to a lot.
Yeah.
Let's go over our favorite 5-star reviews of the week, Brad.
All right. Let me pull them up real quick.
Mine is from Cass19086754. Love the username.
Cass, which one is it?
This is 1986754.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The title of
Sure.
her review says it's on the podium for sure. Then she goes on to say, it's like when you learned that handball or skateboarding or fast walking were Olympic sports. You become obsessed. You think, I could do this. Paris 2024. You Amazon a leotard and start a stretching routine. Blood, sweat, and tears spilled on your floor. You wake up, tears just like spilled. Like, oh no.
No, the floor.
I spilled my tears.
Clean up on aisle 4.
The gypsy women are not going to like. Okay, you wake up early and go to bed late. You fight through the pain of your recurring injuries and you push away the thoughts of anxiety to prove that little girls anywhere can achieve their dreams if they work hard enough and listen to this podcast.
That's right. We love little girls listening to this podcast.
Yeah, all ages.
Thank you, Cass19086574.
Thank you.
Mine's from Mallory Joe with the smiley face. Playful.
Easy.
Thank you.
I did that one last week.
Frick.
It's like 4 days ago.
Frick. I was looking at mine.
Pop and Flip is a new one.
Haven't seen it. Chartable?
I haven't seen it.
Let me go chartable.
I'll start it real slow and you fill in. This is from Pamela Morn. She says, the best podcast to which you'll ever listen.
I've been listening for about a year now, but finally have an iPhone in order to leave a review. Woo! This is the type of podcast that you can drop in anytime and listen, but is best consumed if you go back to the beginning so you're in on all the jokes. Oh, nice advice there.
Good, Pam.
Jake and Brad have great chemistry and are hilarious.
Science boys.
Mm-hmm. Covalent bonds. So much that they couldn't contain it to just audio, so go check out Gene Short's comedy on YouTube. Thanks, J&B.
Hey,
Pamela
no problem,
Warren.
PW.
I believe she is Canadian.
Ah. Well,
I
then to you, I would say bonjour.
So maybe I should have said, I've been listening for about a year now. Cool.
It was fine the way you did. Yeah, thank you, Pamela. Pamela Mading Dong. Thank you for that review. And now it is time. Well, actually, let me ask you first. Brad, would you like to redeem yourself from last week and end this episode with a jingle?
I think so.
Okay.
Let me, oh no, I have it on my computer now.
What speed would you like this week?
Regular frickin' speed, please.
Regular speed. And this is also where you need to point to me when it's time, right?
Yes. Okay, before we get started, just have some grace with me here because, my gosh, we tried to do this last week and it did not go well. I tried to go really fast. We did 1.5 times speed. 1.5 times speed turns out it's about 1.5 times faster than normal.
Oh, wow.
And so it was a little different and I hadn't prepared enough for it anyway. And this is like such a hard song. But I did ask for Bohemian Rhapsody and Rachel Peterson did deliver. And so I want to respect her wishes
Rach Pete.
and put this on here. And so I'm going to probably go really high at certain points, really low at certain points, peaks and the valleys and everything in between, and just have grace and just know that I'm trying. Okay.
I think that you're going to be fine. People are going to love it either way. This is such a, I remember one time asking a guy I was in Los Angeles, I was in Orange County, and I was at a dueling piano bar. Yeah. And this guy, both these guys were so talented. It was amazing. I loved talking to them afterwards. And I said, what's the only song you don't like doing? And he said, Bohemian Rhapsody, because it's so difficult.
Really?
So have fun, Brad.
And there's like, there's different tracks at certain points. So I'm going to try to do all of them. And it's just going to be awesome, I'm sure.
Okay.
So here we go. Is this the real Ghostrunners.life? Oh, nice gong.
Well, cymbal. Wow.
That's as good as I'm going to do it.
That was awesome.
No, it wasn't. It was fine.
I thought that was pretty good.
Thanks.
That was real nice.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
That was nice.
Thanks, Jake.
Whew. How do you feel?
I feel relieved.
That was great. That's
Thanks.
definitely usable. That was fantastic, dude.
Brad,
Very impressive.
Harry!
Oh,
did
Harry.
you sing for me?
Yeah.
I thought I heard my name.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
Harry.
What'd you
It was
want?
happy late birthday at one point.
Yeah. It was near the end. Oh,
Is
Harry!
this like a compilation, like a mashup?
That's the Bohemian
It's
Rhapsody.
just Bohemian
I know,
Rhapsody.
but like, who wrote it?
Rachel Peterson. You know Rachel Peterson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
Good
man.
to see you.
You
You
too,
sounded
man.
great, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, he did. He sounded
I
good.
sweated while I was eating my chip.
Big chip guy.
Big chip guy here.
Okay, so episode 118, we've told you about our weeks. We have told you about our reviews. We've told you about our jingles.
Yep.
And now it's time to tell you about...
What was it that we were gonna say next? Kumquats?
No, that is 119. I
Oh,
think for
that's right.
118, we're doing just like make sure to, hey, keep some Band-Aids around the house, guys. You,
That's
you
right.
can't be too careful. You
Or
know?
if anything else, Somnifix.
Yeah, Somnifix. Gauze is always good to have around.
Or
And just,
some Yops.
yeah, in case you yop your elbow on something, it's just good to have Band-Aids. So we want to make
You
sure
want
that's...
the gauze for the Yops.
Oh, I got the ups. So, yep, that's what we wanted to say. Episode 118. Thank you guys for listening. It's cool to see YouTube recently. I feel like we've seen like an upswing there on our Ghost Runners YouTube channel. So thank you for all the comments and all the views there. And then even just audio only. It seems like a bunch of people are still listening. So glad you guys are still enjoying it.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys a lot.
Yeah.
Talk to you next week.
Okay, we'll talk to you guys then.
All right. Love you guys.
Ghost Runners Podcast. Every